My boss fired me for being pregnant, so I forwarded his illegal emails to his wife and the board. I found out my boss had been secretly planning to terminate me the moment I announced my pregnancy. His paper trail landed in my inbox by mistake. 3 weeks ago, I was living my best life, now promoted to marketing director, newly married, and finally pregnant after 2 years of trying. My husband and I celebrated with a quiet dinner, planning how to share the news at work after my first trimester. That plan collapsed when morning sickness hit me like a freight train during our quarterly presentation. Outtake to the bathroom didn't save me from throwing up in a trash can right in front of our CEO and my boss. Michael, are you okay? Michael asked, handing me a bottle of water afterward. His concern seemed genuine, his smile reassuring. Take the day off, feel better? I should have noticed how his eyes hardened when I mentioned seeing my doctor, should have caught the calculated look that replaced his smile, but I was too busy being grateful for his understanding. The next morning, an email notification pinged my phone at 6 a.m. Strategy for Rachel Sicky reft from Michael to HR. My stomach dropped before I even opened it. As discussed, we need to create documentation for Rachel's termination following her obvious pregnancy. Legal advised against immediate action, discrimination risk, so we'll build a performance case over the next 8 weeks. Stide with written warnings about the presentation incident, follow with unreasonable deadlines she'll fail to meet. I want her gone before she requests maternity leave. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely kent the email. There were 4 more messages in the thread, each detailing how to mask the pregnancy discrimination behind performance issues. Then I noticed something critical. Michael had accidentally included me in the email chain instead of Rachel from HR, a mistake that would cost him everything. I forwarded the entire thread to my personal email before they realized their error. Then I sat in my kitchen, crying and raging, wondering how the mentor I trusted for 3 years could betray me so completely. The company had a strict no forwarding policy for internal emails, but they also had a strict no discrimination policy that Michael was gleefully violating. My hands trembled as I made my decision. First, I forwarded the emails to the company board of directors with a simple note. I believe this violates both company policy and federal law. Then I hesitated before sending the last forward. Michael's wife was on the hospital board where I volunteered. She'd often mentioned how proud she was that Michael championed women in the workplace. One click and she'd see the truth about her husband. One click that could destroy their marriage. I pressed send anyway. The chaos erupted within hours. Michael's frantic calls lit up my phone while the board requested an emergency meeting. His wife's single text simply read, "I am so sorry, come to the meeting." Being a lawyer, I walked into that boardroom the next day with my employment lawyer and my ultrasound pictures. Michael couldn't even look at me, his face gray as concrete. The board chairman spoke first. Michael has been terminated, effective immediately. We'd like to offer you his position along with compensation for the distress caused. I accepted both. Michael's wife hugged me afterward, whispering, "Thank you for showing me who he really is." 2 months later, I am leading our department through our most successful quarter ever. My pregnancy is showing now, a small bump I proudly display in executive meetings. And sometimes when I am working late in what used to be Michael's office, I smile thinking about how his attempt to erase me only cemented my place instead.